Hello and welcome back to the Gen 1 journey, where we take 3 teams from Pokemon Yellow, Red, and Blue to Stadium, and then at the end create an amalgam team from the best performers to take on the hardest challenges of Stadium. So far we have 4 Pokemon named after different realms of existence throughout the Dungeons & Dragons multiverse, the Forgotten Realms multiverse, and an Oddish who knows cut. That's all Oddish is here for. We have Avernus, the Charmeleon, Limbo, the Geodude, Phlegethon, the Diglett, and Kragala, the Raticate. Now, these first 3 Pokemon are all coming with us to the end of the end of Pokemon Red. However, Kragala will probably not, and will be replaced by a different Pokemon that I already have in mind. Another normal type, in fact, not Snorlax, if that makes you feel any better. Now, last time we took on the SSN and completed it. This time we're going to get HM05 Flash and defeat Lieutenant Surge. And then we're going to go through Rock Tunnel to Lavender Town. Oh yeah. First things first, let's talk to Jim Guy here. Yo, champ in the making. Lieutenant Surge is a nickname. People refer to him as the Lightning American. He's an expert on electric Pokemon. Birds and water Pokemon are at risk. Beware of paralysis too. Alright, yeah, you'll have to break code to get to him. Whatever. Let's go ahead and fight his mooks, his nerds. There's no place for kids. Au contraire, this is the only place for children. It is a Pokemon gym. This is exactly where we're supposed to come and play and fight each other with our superpowered animals that may or may not have the power to destroy the very earth. Anyway, let's use Avernus here. I actually meant to have Geodude out first, but that's fine. Limbo will get some experience here soon. Dig. Now that, 3 of my Pokemon have ground-type moves, it's pretty nice. Sailor's about to use Pika-P. We're going to switch out to Limbo. Now, Limbo doesn't have any ground-type moves, but because he's ground-type, these electric Pokemon can do nothing against him. Thunder Shock does nothing. Nothing! And a Mega Punch to the face will probably not kill, actually. How about that? Limbo's only problem right now is that he doesn't have a very good accurate move. Thankfully, he learns Earthquake Base pretty soon. Fairly soon, about 12 levels. 36, I want to say. So he's going to be a very powerful Pokemon pretty quickly. His main reason for existing, though, is his pretty damn high defense stat, which allows him to handle a lot of different Pokemon, in fact. I don't think he'll make it to the Amalgam team, but he'll be pretty useful, I want to bet, in Stadium. But we'll see. Voltorb. Get in there, Limbo. Voltorb is a very fast Pokemon. Even though we have 4 levels on him, Voltorb will probably outspeed. Yep. Our defense will do nothing against Sonic Boom. It always does the exact amount of damage as your level. So in that case, 20. Like I said, Limbo's only real problem right now is he just doesn't have an accurate move. Both Rock Throw and Mega Punch, even though Rock Throw has Stab, they're both 80% chance to hit. So there's always a chance they'll miss. And as anyone will tell you, if it's at 100% chance, it's 50% chance. And Gen 1 at least. Look at that. Limbo's already missed half of his moves, even though they're 80% chance to hit. It really doesn't feel like 80% chance. It really feels like 50-50. Maybe it feels more like 70% chance, but they just miss so much. Alright, Limbo has just hit level 25, which, if I'm not mistaken, means our good old Geodude is about to evolve. So we're gonna switch out. We're gonna have Phlegethon take on Voltorb. Who will be faster? In theory, a level 24 Voltorb would outspeed, but we'll see. Ooh, Phlegethon outsped because he has that 4 levels above. Voltorb and Electrode are the only Pokemon that I can think of that are faster than Diglett and Dugtrio. Maybe an Aerodactyl. Maybe Mewtwo or something like that. But, yeah, Limbo's evolving. Phlegethon is going to be super fast. Look at that shit-ass sprite. Time for a new shit-ass sprite. Hooray! Graveler. Look at that sprite. Look at that crotch face. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, that's actually his arms. He has 4 arms, but it's still hilarious that he has crotch face. Look, that's what the sprite looks like. Crotch face, crotch face. Anyway, let's keep Limbo in. You know what? Limbo just evolved. Let's keep him in. Hello, old man. When I was in the army, Lieutenant Surge was my strict CO. You look like you're 20 years his elder. 20 or 30 years his elder. Limbo. Ooh, that's not a bad sprite there. We're gonna Mega Punch this guy right in the face. Limbo's stats just jumped up pretty good thanks to his evolution. We can actually evolve him again, and we might do so in between this episode and the next episode. To evolve a Graveler, you have to trade it to another trainer, and then after being traded, it will evolve. I didn't mean to check that again. So we have to check all these and find the first lever. And then from the... Oh god, I almost threw it. And then from... I'm dying. And then from there... we need to find the second one. The second one is usually right next to it. So it'll be either in the one to the left or the one above it. Nope, it was above it. Unfortunate. Okay, I'll be right back. Oh my god, you have no idea how many tries that took because it kept not being directly next to it. It kept being above it or something like that. But I finally got them all, and it was always like the last one I picked. Like if this was the first one, I picked this one and it wasn't right, the next one that I would have to check would be way over here. It was so frustrating. I've never had that much problems with it. I'm glad I cut it out. We're going to bring in Limbo. First things first. Let's actually check out Limbo. His stats should be pretty good. Nope, I don't want that. I want stats. Defense of 68, pretty nice. His speed and special are, of course, pathetic, but he is looking pretty good. Crotch face. Good old crotch face. The only thing that Phlegathon has going for him right now is pure speed. And then Avernus has decent stats across the board. For the most part, his speed is actually one of his best stats right now. Hey kid, what do you think you're doing here? You won't live long in combat, that's for sure. You're probably right, I'm 10 years old. Electric Pokemon saved me during the war. I zapped my enemies into paralysis, the same I'll do to you. I wonder what war he was supposed to be a part of. He's an American, so he was part of an American war. Which one wonders. We actually went in without full HP. It's because we don't give a fuck. Limbo get a miss again. That's cool. It's fine. I didn't want to hit. Rock. Oh my god, he missed again. Limbo, I can't save your life if you keep killing yourself. Limbo, what did you do? He missed 3 times. 4? I'm not switching out. Oh my god, he missed 4 times in a row. Limbo, kill yourself. Limbo, just die and just explode. Kaboom! You had your chance at life, Limbo. I'm pissed at you right now. You don't deserve any experience after that showing. Get in there, Phlegathon. Oh my god. What the fuck? Missed 4 times. I can't believe that. Alright, Pikachu should die pretty instantaneously. This fight is harder in Pokemon Yellow. It's like 4 missed rock throws in a row. I've not seen that in a while. Limbo, you had your chance to impress me. Raichu is actually a stronger Pokemon, but is not fast enough to survive Phlegathon. And also, Phlegathon is ground type, so guess who just trivialized Lieutenant Surge? That's right. It's us. Phlegathon grew to level 25. And we have defeated Lieutenant Surge. Whoa, you're the real deal, kid. Fine then, take the Thunder Badge. Oh yeah, cranks up your Pokemon speed, also lets your Pokemon fly anytime. Take this, and he gives us, for succeeding, TM24, which is Thunderbolt, with fantastic electric type move, but I don't think any of our Pokemon can learn it. I'm not sure anyone on our team will be able to learn it, even by the end. Kragala can learn it, but we're not going to be keeping Kragala all the way to the end. I want to keep it just in case one of our last 6 Pokemon can learn it. And if not, we're going to trade it away to Blue, so Blue could potentially have 2 Thunderbolt users. So, what is next for our team? We have the Thunder Badge, which is pretty useful. Our terrible Geodude has evolved into a terrible Graveler, apparently. And now we need to get to Lavender Town. To do that, though, we need HM05 Flash, which luckily for us is not that hard to get. It's kind of annoying to get, but it's not that hard to get. We just have to go through Diglett Tunnel. Now, because we already caught Diglett, there is a tiny chance we will meet a different Pokemon in Diglett Tunnel. We can meet Dugtrio base in Diglett Tunnel. That might only be Pokemon Yellow, but I'm pretty sure you can also meet it here. So I'm just gonna... Diglett Tunnel is literally not like a straight line, but just a point A to point B. There's no other branches, there's no other items, so I'll just see you on the other side. And we are on the other side of Diglett Tunnel, just like that. Just met a bunch of Digletts, just ran away from them. I didn't even care to fight them. You can get an interesting Pokemon here. You can get a Mr. Mime if you give him an Abra, if I'm not mistaken. Mr. Mime's an interesting defensive Pokemon. Learns some pretty interesting moves, actually. Knows Reflect and Light Screen, stuff like that. So, very helpful to the rest of your team. But not really my favorite Pokemon, and also it's one of the most terrifying things ever. Have you caught at least 10 kinds? I should. Yep, 18 kinds. Here you go. HM05. Now, there's a couple more items we can get down here. Let me see. Who can actually learn Flash? Flash is not a bad move. Flash reduces accuracy. And, of course, it helps light up tunnels, you know. But overall, not a move I'm going to be teaching to anyone so far. You can get the next Moonstone, the last Moonstone in the game, I think. No, there's one more Moonstone in the game, I think. I think you can get 4 in the game in total. I think that was number 3. I don't remember. So we need a Pokemon that can learn Flash, and I don't want to... I'm kind of surprised Krugala. If Krugala could learn it, I would give it to Krugala, because we're not going to keep Krugala. We only really need Flash for the next tunnel we're coming across. So I will see you back in Vermilion. So this isn't Vermilion City, it's Cerulean City, because that's where we need to go back to. Now I put up some items like the, just Moonstone, and I use the HP up on Flecathon. Usually I like to give it to a Pokemon that already has high HP just to really give them extra strength. But yeah, I'll try it. Try sort of improving on certain Pokemon's weaknesses. We'll see if that really works. I doubt it though. Let me see. Who do we want out? Who do we want out right now? So we're going to Avernus. Avernus hasn't really gotten much of a workout in a while. Oh yeah. You have Pokemon with you. You are mine. You could definitely try. Your soul is mine. Or it would be mine. Something like that. Oddish. Oddish is a grass poison type. We already saw it. You know, burn it alive. You know, cook it. Cook it. Turn it into pot. I don't care. Smoke it in a pipe. Burn it. Burn, little Oddish. Burn in the fires of my hate. Cooked them. Cooked them up. Gonna serve them up for Sunday dinner. Love me some greens. Love me some cooked spinach. This is a, not a Venus flytrap. One of those, bell attract ant things. Bellsprout. Ooh. Bellsprout's a pretty good Pokemon. Bellsprout to Victory Bell, pretty good. I don't know if we'll see it on this journey, though. On the Gen 1 journey. Maybe on one of the Stream Dream teams. I'm also streaming Pokemon, a different Pokemon Red save that's farther ahead than this one. Pretty interesting. I just recently got all 6 of the Pokemon I want for that team. And it's the Stream Dream team, so, you know. If you ever want to check that out, I stream usually on weekdays. I haven't recently. I took a break from it all. Just feeling terrible, American Thanksgiving, some other stuff happening with family. You know how it is, just real life getting in the way of stuff. But unfortunately, it has to take precedence. Okay, we need to use... probably should Get some more antidotes, but here we go. Now, there is a TM down there. You can see it. It's not worth it. It's teleport. Teleport just takes you out of a dungeon. Sort of like better dig, but not in combat. In combat, it doesn't do anything except allows you to flee every time from a Pokemon. Otherwise, it doesn't do anything in battle against trainers. Go, my super bug Pokemon, which are totally evolved, right? Right? Right, it's totally not just a level 20 Caterpie that could have been a Butterfree like 10 levels ago, right? Yeah. Yeah. Burn it. Cook it. Show him the error of his ways through fire. Through the fire and the flames. Weedle that could have been a Beedrill 10 levels ago. But isn't. Why? Only this man should know. Only this man would know. I don't know. I would have evolved him by now. Venonat. Alright, an interesting Pokemon. Bug Poison. Interesting, a little higher special. Evolves into a Pokemon that can learn some psychic moves and stuff. Not a great Pokemon, but, you know, an interesting Pokemon. Scratch. Get off my screen. Another bug catcher down. My bugs. You should have evolved them, loser. So we can actually skip this person. It looks like we're gonna have to battle her, but if you just stick to the right side, she can't catch up to you. You can catch some interesting Pokemon here. I think you can catch a Voltorb or Magnemite here, along with just an army of Spearows and Rattatas, but it's fine. I don't want any of them right now. If I was going for Electrode, that would be the place to get Voltorb. But we're not. This time, we're going for Dugtrio. On the Stream Dream team, though, we do actually have an Electrode, I should say. Alright, let's... Oh, right, I have to actually hit the button. In later gens, you can just press A while looking at one of these plants or any other obstacle that you would need an HM for. But not in Gen 1, you gotta go in here. So there's not a lot of items we want to get here. There's just a ton of trainers. Shit ton of trainers. Pokemon fight, ready, go! I was standing here in the dark until you flashbanged us all. I'm totally not crazy. Cubone, Ground-type Pokemon. Interesting. Interesting, good defense. Pretty decent offense. Just sort of outdone by other ground-type Pokemon, but, you know, still hurts. I'm not sure Avernus can really take this on, actually. Just another ground-type Pokemon. Be better if it learned Earthquake Base. That's kind of it, really. But if you like the Pokemon, then go for it. We still do not have a great way to handle Water-type Pokemons on this team. Except to Hyper Fang them. Ooh, Slowpoke is a good Pokemon, Water Psychic. We already saw one. I think it's an adorable looking Pokemon. I love Slowpoke, Slowbro, and Slowking. I especially love the new Galarian forms in Gen 9? Gen 8? Gen 8. Those are some of my favorite Pokemon. I wasn't even able to complete that sentence before a Zubat interrupted me. That's how many Zubats we're going to be seeing underground. We want to just walk like this. This guy has... I don't remember what this guy has. I think he has some rock Pokemon. I draw Pokemon when I'm home. Fair enough, a lot of people draw Pokemon. It's a good little hobby. Bring it, son. What do you have? A Slowpoke. Okay, I was wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of... I thought there was some dude that had an Onix or something. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Let's bring out Krugala again. Krugala's not getting a lot of workouts because we're not going to be keeping Krugala much longer, unfortunately. Just as long as I need to deal with Water-type Pokemon, and then very soon, please don't. Okay. Wow, this Slowpoke has a good amount of HP. Soon we'll have a Pokemon that can deal with Water types more effectively than Krugala can. Avernus leveling up, pretty nice. We're gonna need Avernus for the next Pokemon gym. We're actually going to be sort of speed running, trying to get the next few Pokemon, because we won't be getting a lot of Pokemon until we go to Fuchsia City. The Safari Zone is where we're going to pick up a good number of Pokemon. We also need to get the Super Rod to get one of our next Pokemon. So, you know, we're definitely on the path here to victory. Don't stun spore me. This is why I bought some paralysis heals. And this is why I bought some paralysis heals. Cook him. Yeah, get me some cooked spinach. What do you got? Bulbasaur? Bulba. The Bulba. Oh, look at him. He's so cute. I'm gonna cook him alive, but, you know, he's cute while he was alive. Bulbasaur should survive this. Bulbasaur and Venusaur is a great line, but, I mean, he got crit, so there's not a lot we can do for him. Oh, I lost. Yes, indeed. Paralysis heal. And then I'm gonna heal him. Bum, 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 bum. I always remember. I have this tune memorized in my head. Take 2 shots, I guess. I wasn't even able to tell you to take a shot before I was rudely interrupted by another one. I'm not even fighting the Pokemon. Okay. I'm not even fighting the Pokemon here because I just don't need to. There's just no point. Let's bring out Phlegathon. The wild Pokemon here just don't give me the experience I need. I don't really need experience anymore. I don't really need to keep increasing my Pokemon's level because past level 30, they'll start to not obey me either. So we want to get to the next gym leader before we deal with all that. Go, Phlegathon! Dig. Dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel. Geodude should survive this because of its high defense. Yep. Ooh, Rock Throw actually hit, unlike my Geodude, or Graveler, I should say. He never hits the broadside of a barn. Never has. I don't know why he would, but he never has, so, you know. Welcome. I love your pixelated beard, good sir. It's very much neck beard, though. I mean, it barely touches most of your chin. And you have no mustache. Should be another hiker down here. I'm just gonna avoid a lot of the trainers now. Anyway, I'm gonna avoid most of the trainers just because I don't need the experience anymore. I can avoid this guy. And it'll make things go by a little bit quicker, which is what we sort of want right now. There's a few enemies we can't avoid here that we'll have to fight. Coffee. Good old coffee. Drink check. What's everybody drinking? Water. Get some water in your body. It's important. Look at that fat-ass Jigglypuff. It reminds me of that video years ago that went viral. This dude being like, I would destroy Jigglypuff. And people were like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? He's talking about fucking a Jigglypuff. And it was like, it would be all like Jigglypuff. And it went viral. You remember that video? Am I just crazy? It's possible. It's happened before. I should have brought out Limbo, but I wasn't paying attention. Yep, Whirlwind doesn't do anything in Gen 1. Either does Rockthrow, apparently, because you can't hit the broadside of a barn, Limbo. Thank you. It's not a 50-50 chance, Limbo. It doesn't have a 25% chance to hit. We're not in Pokemon Stadium. You can actually hit something. Meowth, cat Pokemon, normal type. Pretty decent, you know, and good speed tier later on, especially with its evolved form. Good speed tier. Not like S tier speed, but good speed tier. Ooh, I did my best. I should quite like Meowth in Persian. Another one. Can you beat my power? That's my line. It's always been my line. And we're the same age, technically, because, you know, I'm the same age as this game. Actually, I'm older in this game by like a year or something like that. I don't remember. So, you know, it was my fucking line. He self-destructed while I was underground. Thanks for the experience, nerd. I hope he does it the same thing. But Phlegathon will survive even with 35 HP. Easy. Or just one-shot him. I hope this guy blows himself up again. crave it. I crave the destruction he is about to unleash upon himself. A Graveler. Good old Crotch Face. What up, Crotch Face? Oh, I was so hoping he would blow himself up there. Wow, Phlegethon does some damage. Come on. Nope. Okay. There's some tackles. That tackle did decent damage. Ooh. Phlegethon just rampaging through our enemies. Phlegethon's evolving? I thought he evolved at level 30. I was wrong. I was very, very wrong. He's about to gain 2 more extremely muscly dudes underground. Yeah, Phlegethon evolved into Dugtrio. I'm really surprised by that. I really thought he evolved at level 30. Apparently he does not. Phlegethon just got so much stronger. Look at that speed! Look at the speed level! Freaking 77 speed! Oh! Who's the second fastest Pokemon we have? Probably Kragala. Avernus is 57, which is very good. Kragala is also is also 57, but he's a lower level. I'm very surprised by Phlegethon evolving there. Alright. I'll take it. Good old Dugtrio. Okay, I'm gonna avoid all these people. I just do not care about fighting them right now. Bum, 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 bum. Ooh, here's a new Pokemon. Well, I mean, not new Pokemon, but a newer Pokemon. We're actually gonna bring out Phlegethon here. Onix is a rock ground Pokemon, and I actually considered getting him. His defense might be high enough he'll survive this. I hope so. Nope. Oh well, Phlegethon is just too strong. I'm not, like, concerned. Onix has a decent speed tier, but more importantly, has a really high defense. Has one of the highest base defenses in the game, if not the highest base defense in Gen 1. Very, very high defense. Unfortunately, he doesn't really have much else going for him. His learn pool is okay. You know, he can learn some good rock and ground type moves. But his HP isn't particularly high, and his special is so low that a good psychic would bring him down immediately. And a lot of the Pokemon he would be good against, like, think of a Persian, a Tauros, a Snorlax, can learn moves that would take him down immediately. You know. Well, not necessarily immediately, but close to immediately. He's just outdone by Rhydon, in my opinion. Rhydon's stats and move pool are just better. And they're both rock ground Pokemon. So if you want a good rock ground Pokemon, I would just say get Rhydon. Rhydon or Golem. Golem's defense isn't as high, but he just doesn't have the same weaknesses. His weaknesses are similar, they're just not as bad. Once again, Pidgey. That's just a bird. And once again, that's Sprite for Gen... oh my god, do not... 3 in a row again. What are you doing, Limbo? It's not a 50-50 chance to hit Rock Throw. Well, like, with Limbo's accuracy, it's been like a 20% chance to hit. Limbo's accuracy is pathetic. Oh my god. I'm out of Pokemon, yes indeed. And I am out of Rock Tunnel. Well, yeah, now I am. So there's still some trainers here. There's an item here. Hooray, max out there. That's useful for later. There are still some trainers here. Like that guy's a trainer, but I'm just not interested in fighting him. So welcome everyone to the creepiest town in Gen 1, Lavender Town, whose main theme is still creepy to this day. Heal everybody up. We did pretty good to make it through here. Now, next time we are going to go to Celadon City. Very important city. We will then take on the Celadon Gym and the Celadon Game Corner. We're getting very close to getting rid of Kragala. Unfortunately, Kragala just won't be useful much longer. He did a lot. He helped us through Misty, which was going to be a very difficult challenge otherwise. But now we have 3 of the Pokemon that we are going to keep all the way. The next 2 Pokemon we have to complete Celadon City and Pokemon Tower before we can get. And then the final Pokemon, we have to go even further. So we're going to keep Kragala for a little while longer. We're going to keep him in the team, but he's not really going to see any action, unfortunately. Unless we have water Pokemon to deal with, he's just not going to see the action. So what are we going to do before next time? We're going to evolve Limbo one more time. I'm going to trade him to Yellow, probably, and then trade him back. So when he comes back, he's going to be a Golem. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. The final evolution. And he will be a very strong Pokemon when he comes back. Just because he's the final evolution before anyone else. Well, Phlegethon is the final evolution, obviously, but Limbo is going to be a 3rd evolution before anyone else. Let me see. Yeah, that's it. So we're all at a level I want to do, and there's not really much else to say. We didn't get any new items in Rock Tunnel. I think there's an item in Rock Tunnel, but there's just nothing we really want. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. This has been Pokemon Red, the Gen 1 journey.